Good day and welcome to the program Midday Show. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We send us on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl and we will bring Canton at this edition Fumble and I'm Jaffa Mans Davis. Like all time inside the program, we get plenty news, information, newspaper headline, entertainment. So that would be for the next 1 hour inside the program Midday Show. And don't forget, say yourself can be part of the program by where you go use the number 077-981-981. The number again 077-981-981. Or you can go on our Radio Democracy Facebook page and the YouTube page. Use the comment section for make you comment and ask questions for be part of this edition where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. For today's edition of the program, we focus on discussion. We'll look at glaucoma, blindness. How can it be prevented? And for help we talk more about this, we expect two Master Sabi people in the studio. We will help for giving more knowledge, but then here, and we go also look at other things. Then plus we report an interview inside the program Midday Show. So not going outside the program. Midday Show, they continue. Inside the program now, we start to look at issue them. We go inside the Talent and Development Director of AfriCell, Dr. Fatou Taki, say, Fabre College don't join hand with Oxford University in London inside Oxford Africa Conference for Pulnado Tech for Good Innovation Seed Fund for students in Fabre College. For go and share idea them with company student them at Oxford University and self they part of technology and innovation competition for students in a different country than inside Africa. Well, we reporter Fenella Edith Staunton been they part of this and go now report.
Technology don't play big role for solve plenty social problem them. Now because of this make Oxford University in London inside Oxford African Conference, where AfriCell Impact Foundation they support, don't pull Tech for Good Innovation Seed Fund, NADO, where this, now for make them able get a couple, for support students them na Fabre College, for go and share idea with them company students them, na Oxford University, and self-organized competition, for students them na different country na Africa on technology and innovation. The Talent and Development Director na AfriCell, Dr. Fatou Taki, explain.
Today we're here for this launch with AfriCell Impact Foundation and the African Society from the University of Oxford. Fabre College was handpicked, was chosen amongst all other institutions. So this open call is for students of FBC and ones who have newly graduated for 1 year. It's a start and it's an initiative that is most welcome. This sponsorship is for Tech for Good, where we're able to showcase and innovate and be creative mixed with academic studies to work with the colleagues at Oxford to put the proposals forward of which will be judged. So it's a competition where there is a £5,000 grant fund for you to be able to do what you have to do. There's an opportunity to be part of the conference in Oxford for this year. I think it's in June or July. But there is also the opportunity where one person from each team will have from the top three will be able to go to Oxford and be part of the conference and do the presentation. It's an opportunity not to be left behind. It's an opportunity for us to embrace and take and work with and to showcase not anything, not just being an ambassador for yourself, but being ambassadors of FBC and USL.
Where in the Pulnado the Tech for Good Innovation Seed Fund, the manager for AfriCell Salon, Shadi Jajawi, began this for say.
It's a window of opportunity for each applicant to showcase what they can do and how far they can go. Imagine when you become a winner, the first thing you will say, I'm a winner, right, of the Oxford University Challenge. That's where you start, because FBC is 200 years old. Oxford is also a little bit more older than that, and it's a very good institution. So it puts an extra notch on what you've already earned through FBC. Please spread the word so that we can always get the best candidate, and we make sure that they go to the UK and represent not only FBC but also Sierra Leone and the AfriCell Impact Foundation.
Inside a statement, the Deputy Vice Chancellor on FBC, Andrew Bayo, began this for say.
As an institution, Probate College, to be singled out for a partnership with Oxford University African Society that has developed into hosting a very important conference, the Oxford African Conference 2026, and it will bring together diverse interested parties across the entire spectrum, from practitioners, policymakers, and academia. Discussing the future of Africa on a very laudable theme, abrupt changes in policy direction by very powerful nations that Africa has to contend with, disruptions by climate change, by fragile supply chains and constrained dwindling access to capital, and rapid technological change.
For no, waiting this mean to Probate College students them. Make Abi meet and talk with them students they are.
I'm a student of Probate College. They introduced Oxford African Conference 2026 for we the students then at Probate College. I'm glad because this particular thing where they don't do, they make we the students them feel the value of being a student. For now we know we work as a student, because the people we are in at the conference, this particular conference they about Oxford African Conference 2026. They give students them awareness for how we able to put a voice out there about what's that happen in our country. As we are in Oxford African Conference, they purpose before we the Africans them I guess for applying.
Well, I feel very excited. I feel very overwhelmed for being in that kind of position. Also, they don't bring that kind of opportunity for we as a student for partake, put with ideas on board, share with views. How sometimes we can get very good ideas, but then just denial. We not get that platform where we can spread with ideas. We will help solve problems in the community. So I feel very positive about this. I just hope and pray say things like this will continue in the long run.
Organizer them hope say this program go help discover innovation solution them and inspire young people for the Society for Radio Democracy. Mina Fenela did something. The report.
Well, from that report, say the program Midday Show, they continue inside the program. We'll continue for look at more issues. We go inside the chairman of advocacy at the Council of Churches Salon, Bishop Magnus Bendu. Don't call on Parliament, remember them, for reduce the election threshold for win presidency to 5% na half of the district them instead of 20% na all the district them at the country, so that independent candidates and small party them could get chance for win this position. Bishop Magnus Bendu talked this in our interview with Radio Democracy, where he talked about the Council of Churches na Salon them position on the 2025 Constitutional Amendment Bill, where the Attorney General don't table na Parliament. He talked more about this position to me inside this interview.
Well, we come for present with position paper on the bill within our parliament where they amend the constitution of Sierra Leone, the 1991 constitution.
Yes, position paper. What are some of the issues that we highlighted in our position?
So we look at a lot of issues them. Some of them we agree, and the one that we not fully agree or we not agree, we make recommendations. For instance, the first one we not completely agree with what's in there, even though we agree partly that the appointment of the electoral commissioner, for instance, now the president they do them, we agree, but the manner in which they do them, now they we get recommendations for make. In the proposal, they say the president they appoints somebody, now various moral group guarantors or institutions there. For instance, the inter-religious community, president will just look, he appoint one person. The bar association, he will look, he appoint somebody who qualify for be judge or so. So what do we think? We say not to presidents for appoint somebody directly from their institutions, then they rather if I ask the institution and if I nominate somebody to ram. Then he go look the one where they nominate, or sometimes he even say, "Gonna give me 2 names." Then him appoints among the 2 names as members of the search and nominations committee for the appointment of the electoral commissioner. That now one. The other one we also look at this trend in one way na the whether na PR system or the first past the post system. Well, we rather prefer the first past the post, despite Boko advantage with PR system gets. But if we say first past the post, bit some small. So therefore, we can adopt the first past the post as we don't recommend, and then try to do some reforms because we look at some of the disadvantages of the first past the post. So we say let them look at then its advantage and then address them. For instance, special quota for women, special quota for people with disability, and sometimes we can even bring the mixed member system where also now first past the post, then they bring small PR system. For instance, and somebody gets let's say 50% or 40% in one particular district, and then the other people will vote against them na 60%. They look at all regions. Until the whole region, you get about 40% will vote against the candidate they win, and they all win. So we say find quota also for people who get majority na that. So plenty systems. The Japan they use them, South Korea they use them. Then the other one we also look at the presidency. Almost percent person forgets for be president. The one we been doing at 55%. Otherwise they go run off. So we feel say we support because they say 50% plus 1. Then like majority carries the vote. That is fine. But also the RDC, not only that in the qualification, if you also get 20% of the votes them from 2/3 of the district in the country. We like that aspect, but the figures now not agree with. We say okay, the 50 plus 1 is fine, but enough for be 20%. Rather, if it be 5% of votes them now half of the districts, not so like 2/3, just half. If you get 16 districts, 8 of them districts then they you want to be president if you don't get 5% of them people in this. So that they open the space. We put on 20%, it close the space. So just 1 or 2 political party. More so now we agree and don't get independent candidates for presidency. We will agree. So that kind of person themselves will get advantage for able win. And then we also get the issue of the dates for election. We agree with what in the proposal say. We forget fixed dates. The date we don't propose now, the 2nd Saturday, November. That not to matter, but once fixed dates day. And then there is also another issue of who that qualify for be president. We agree with most of the thing in there, except that the word citizen, we feel say therefore defined under the National Constitution of Sierra Leone because the definition not too clear. Because that definition they expose some people to statelessness. Some people away don't get them great campaign, they don't come on out of the country, they can't bond them now, and then so they don't there now, they sabi them, they not sabi the other country. For instance, NASA you an example, as well as plenty people know his story. Then kind of people in there, the definition of citizen will clarify whether if you accept them or not. Otherwise, you left some of them become stateless. And we as religious people will not feel say people for it or be stateless. So now some of the major issues then they will look at.
So with this, before mentioned about part 2, we go for the election business. CCSF will make any recommendation on that one day?
Definitely. We look at them all and we see a lot of fine things then they do. So we think say that one day then for reserve them for the Elections Act. Not to all things go put in a national constitution. If you do and so it will be too bulky, it will make people not even able to read them. Look for instance the American Constitution, very short, simple and straightforward. We don't even big person. So with the things said and they for go to the Elections Act, we concern qualification of electoral commissioner, the other commissioner them. So let them put that in the act, let the appointment aspect no more left in the constitution.
Why this position can this time?
Well, we always don't give position papers at the council. Plenty times. Someday we're not going to do press conference, we do position, then we'll go get presentation to the group we're concerned. But this is a very trending issue, very important, and we committed for advocates for laws that will bring justice, peace and unity in Sierra Leone. So we feel that this one, now a matter of must follow gets a position on this bill. And so once we don't do it, we don't present in the parliament, we'll follow up and make sure that they understand the position. I make we call the press for allowing ourselves understand the position and help for spread the message based on our own recommendations.
So we'll continue with education on some of the recommendations there?
Oh, definitely. We know they do position paper where we know roll out. We explain. We get for go and sensitize, raise awareness. Of course, we charge them. Then I want to right now, all members of the CCSF then get this position paper. And when they get them, then they responsibility now for share am to the congregation and teach the congregation. So now the first thing they do.
So with this, what are the message to the people's representative in Parliament?
Well, one of the parliamentarian them look at opposition paper. We try to make them so simple and straightforward, so that we don't get any question of clarity. We beg Mr. Speaker and all members for look at opposition. Opposition not based on partisan, no partisan bias. Opposition based on what you think say go bring justice in Salone, what go bring unity, and what go bring peace. So we want for urge them all for read them and see how they go help for push some of the things them where we don't recommend. Some of them consistent with so many other positions them, but some day way may not be consistent. But then they look at them objectively.
Well, from the interview, you've been listening to the chairman of advocacy at the Council of Churches and Salone, Bishop Magnus Bendu, has been the call on member in a parliament for reduce the election threshold for win presidency to 5% now, half of the districts them, instead of the 20% now all the districts them way they na the proposal, so that independent candidates and small party them self go get chance for win the presidency position. The program na midday show, and it come to you from the Society for Real Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program now, we continue to look at more issues. We go inside the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Salima Ba, say the unstructured supplementary service data tracker where the ministry be implement inside 2019 for make student them check about them beke and WASC results. Now over 26 million people don't they access them across the country. We talk this in our meeting with students them and development partner them where UNICEF go give certificate to 20 students them will take part in the digital champion bootcamp training where young people them get knowledge about community leadership. Well, for more on this, make we join with reporter Alhaji Jallo as he go now report.
The way how plenty things dem don dey happen as Salone shows say digital transformation don dey help plenty people able for solve things dem wey don dey hamburg dem life. Beside plenty people don dey use technology for do business and self-improve communication na deprived community dem na Salone. With this development wey don dey carry on na Salone, wey don help reduce the challenge dem wey Salone people don dey face per technology, make the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund UNICEF be organize the digital champion boot camp for young people dem na Freetown, Kenema and Makeni district. We say they give sabi to young people dem but leadership, public speaking, conflict resolution, and peer advocacy for make young people able for raise awareness na dem community, and same way so give them certificate for the 4 days training wey dem do na the digital champions boot camp. Wey in a talk, the UNICEF country representative na Salone, Goodlove Schwenk, talk about the importance wey the digital champions boot camp get to young people dem na Salone.
This graduation of the first cohort of digital champions marks an important milestone, not only for you as individuals, but also for Sierra Leone's growing effort to place young people at the center of the country's digital transformation. And the future is digital, that's for sure. So I would like to sincerely acknowledge the Ministry of Communications, Technology, Innovation and the Directorate, DSTI, for your leadership and commitment. And UNICEF really values this partnership because it's helping to expand opportunities for young people to learn, innovate, and thrive. And I have to say that I've traveled in the country, and I'm always impressed by the young people. And I have also visited digital learning hubs, and I can see the spark that comes up. You know, young people engage, and they learn so much faster than adults.
Rudolf Schwenk continue for talk about how young people dem don improve our technology for help reduce the challenge dem wey deprived community dem dey face na the country.
We believe that young people are not just beneficiaries. You are partners, leaders, innovators. Your ideas and your leadership is really essential to shaping solutions in education, health, protection, and many other important areas. So your dedication through this journey is really commendable, and you have shown what's possible when young people are given the opportunity. And you have been given the opportunity and you grabbed it, and you can lead from from now on. So the next steps for you, I guess, is the future of digital innovation that you can help shape in the country. So now we count on you to take this knowledge and energy back to your schools, communities, inspiring your peers, others who have not had the opportunity to become yet those champions, opening doors for others, for those, and helping make digital learning accessible to more young people.
We itself they talk. The Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Salima Ba, talk about the work where the ministry don't they do for improved digital transformation na the country.
You can't talk about youth employment scheme, by the way. Now, one of the biggest growing economies is the digital economy. So if we're talking about youth for today and for the future, we have to talk about how we enable you digital skills so that you become competitive and not just competitive, but you also actually contribute to what the global digital economy would look like. 5 years ago, we launched the National Innovation Digital Strategy. The solutions we're developing here, people come and take a look at it again. The USSD tracker, that is one of the most impactful solutions. When we go outside, we talk about it because we can measure. Speaking to the team yesterday at the SDI, they were giving me the numbers. To date, we've had over 26 million people. So think about that. 26 million times people have gone to access results.
With that statement there, I be meet and talk with young people them, we be take part for the Digital Champions Boot Camp and ask them, waiting they learn from the 4 days training, where UNICEF give them and at this time be get for say.
I also struggle with turning problems into actionable solutions. But guess what? After the boot camp, my mindset completely changed. I became more solution oriented. I began to see challenges as opportunities. I became more confident in my abilities.
Being part of the Digital Champion was a game changer and mind-blowing for me. When being part of the team, I was able to get new ideas how to relate, how to communicate, and how to implement. So thanks to UNICEF to make this a game change for us.
I also learned about leadership, advocacy, problem solving, conflict resolution, how I plan to share my experience in my community is by doing an inclusive awareness raising.
The young people there end up for tell thank you to UNICEF for the sabi way they give them and promise say then go implement some of the things them where they learn at the Digital Champions Boot Camp na the community for the Society for Radio Democracy. Me, na Alaji Jallo, they report.
The program midday show, they continue inside the program. We continue for look at more issues. We go inside the Chief Executive Officer na the National Consumer Protection Agency, Lawrence Bassey, don't say by the end of April this year, if CADCO not improve the warehouse outside and they keep the ethanol we then they use for make rum, the commission go seize all the produce them. Lawrence Bassey talk this way. The National Consumer Protection Commission meet with some government body them for talk about the report where Salon Standards Bureau do outside and fair not say but 47 barrel them where CADCO they use for make rum not good for use. We reporter Cherno Jallo look inside this issue and put this report together.
The National Consumer Protection Commission, now a body where the government of Salon set up inside 2024 with the responsibility for protect consumer the welfare now the country. Now for sake of this make this be anthem, the Consumer Protection Agency, when a civil society organization body, bring one attention to the National Consumer Protection Commission, but alleged expire ethanol them na CADCO with this company, then they use to make rum. For sake of this, make the National Consumer Protection Commission be intervene and try for look inside this matter. But for determine if them product here so will they use for make rum na CADCO don't really expire. The commission began for ask Standard Bureau for come and investigate if the ethanol them don't expire. Fast forward to the investigation, the report don't come on. For sake of this, make the commission been get one engagement with member them at the Salon Fire Force, Standard Bureau, ONS, Ministry of Trade, and serve the Consumer Protection Agency for explaining them but what in the report say. Lawrence Landibasi, now the Chief Executive Officer and the National Consumer Protection Commission at Salone, it tell member them, but what in the report say.
The detailed certificate of analysis attached to this report below is a summary of critical findings. Appearance, that the alcohol is visual, clear, colorless, clear, colorless. Ethanol content is 59.2%. Minimum should be 95%. Means that there is a significant drop in the potency of the alcohol. That's what this result is saying. Total solids is mentioned and acidity is also mentioned. So I think this just affirms what we discussed at the meeting, that alcohol or ethanol does not expire. Based on the storage, its potency drops. And here we see clearly from the report from Standards Bureau that it was supposed to be 95%, but now it is 59.2%. Means we cannot use it, or CADCO cannot use it to make alcoholic drinks.
From the report, the Chief Executive Officer for the National Consumer Protection Commission, Lawrence Bassi, same also say they don't recommend to CADCO for move their warehouse na the current location outside now because that place they not good for the safety of people.
Action point 3. It says the ethanol storage facility at Clienttown must be located. A 3-month period is approved for relocation effective 1st February. Effective 1st February, we've done February, we've done March. So it should be this April. Yes, you have the end of April to deal with this. And we mean it, as government, you have to deal with it. Okay? So you have more or less a month and a half to deal with it. Otherwise, we will possibly remove them for you.
From this, the CEO be open the platform for make people talk about what they think about the report. And as whistleblower them for this particular issue, the Consumer Protection Agency not been satisfied with the number of barrels where the commission say na in the investigate.
And again, I have a concern. And you have the quantum of the products. Last time we went to CADCO store, the quantity we saw from the store is over 200 barrels. Now, if the commission said that we only saw 47, we want to see where the balance goes. And again, we make an event inform where CADCO PR will sign. We have that event inform. Sign the document and the product, it was over 200 barrels. We want to know where the balance goes.
Okay, let me make this categorically clear here. That since we stepped in as NCPC, what we have in our files and records is 47 barrels of alcohol.
Now, with the statement here, so this meeting been come to an end, but one thing been clear now that the Consumer Protection Agency, one of the whistleblower for this case, not been satisfied with the way the meeting go, as they're concerned on the number of barrels. Now, one way they're not satisfied with the answer where the CEO give them, and self-belief say the CEO not make them talk most of the thing them where they want for talk inside this meeting. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachong Nojalo, the report.
The program midday show, they continue. Family the time from the studio clock now, 12:31. And at this point, we'll pause for a short while, take this break. When we come back, we'll continue the program.
Country slow, we want for no. Why not they grow? Yeah, we want for no. Let's make we country they go slow. Let's make it all they grow. Yes, so I come for sure. Yes, I come for sure. Them thing them way they make we know they grow. Say now we they like one go. But they try for go before. I beg oh. Do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so if I dey try for go before, I beg oh, do ya not make us slow? No, no. If I dey try for raise the tempo, do ya not make am low? Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in unity. Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in harmony. Yes, so don't before do them thing now we go make we smarter, thing now we go make we stronger, thing now we go make we nation last much longer.
The program Midday Show, they continue inside the program. They start for look at the issue, and now they introduce we studio guest student January inside the program. We get Dr. Andrew Sano, we're na ophthalmology registrar na the University of Salon Teaching Hospital Complex. And today, like I said, family, if you just join me, we'll look at the glaucoma blindness and how it can be prevented. Now, good afternoon, Dr. Andrew, and welcome to the program Midday Show.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much.
Yes, first off, as we therefore give more education about this sick, let's start first about your position, ophthalmology registrar. What's in idea about and what's in a work?
Yes, so me now ophthalmology registrar, and that means say are they in training for become for specialize in ophthalmology after we don't do the house job and also don't go to the medical officer training. Now are they in for specialize inside ophthalmology where they for deal with the eye business?
Yes. Today we'll look at glaucoma blindness and how it can be prevented. What's in a glaucoma?
Glaucoma na a condition where the eye can get where they cause damage to the nerve na the eye, because the eye what they take for see that what you they see for me able for go na the brain for me able for interpret them. Waiting they carry that information there to the brain for me interpret them. Now the nerve where they inside the eye, and so with that nerve they get problem. With that nerve then they die, and they make person they go blind, and now that's the end they lead to what we call glaucoma. So basically now the thing that they way family need for no say for see clear one that nerve they need for work fine. If that nerve do not work fine, it begin for the die, now can cause glaucoma.
What are the signs or symptoms?
Signs and symptoms. Well, glaucoma, it not get any specific signs and symptoms where you go say this. What I go be in for feel now I go no say glaucoma don't they affect me. No, I make we call them say now the silent killer of sights, because they go with your sight small, you know they even aware. And when that they happen, you need to know, you need to see anything, you need to feel anything. Sometimes people like can just feel something that way non-specific, you know, go say now because this particular thing they happen to me, I now glaucoma because I know. Or sometimes some people then go feel like say the eye they pain them, the eye they red part them, or the eye they scratch. Some other condition and some other thing the way they go they feel in the eye, then go make them go to hospital. And when we see them or they check them, we watch the eye, watch the back of the eye for see the nerve. Now that's when we go know and pick them up, say glaucoma don't they affect this person here.
So in where you get glaucoma result totally to blindness.
Yes, so the actual issue about glaucoma is that any they notice you. So now that people then get for know and then wait for even push them for the do eye check, because glaucoma then they notice you. You they only know now where the thing done they even go worse, where the sights now done they totally diminish, or you know it don't go total one. So they go on small now a progressive sickness where they go on small with the eye until you see say this one now, well I don't they really get problem. That point in now we don't see say I don't they really get problem, it don't go far. And we see something done damage, the nerve done damage, and then they reverse again.
Now, what do they cause them?
Well, thing then they cause them, we want na like the pressure na the eye. The eye self can get pressure. We then pressure then at the eye and they go up.
What do you mean pressure?
Yeah, so just like you get pressure where they can check per person. The eye self get pressure where it can come up or it did down or it did normal. Because the eye and get water inside it. And that water where they inside the eye, it did drain. Just like where the water they form, also the eye get a way where that water they be taken away from the eye. But if that water, the side that water they for pass, if it get blocked, then the water they able for drain, and they cause problem. And they make the pressure they go up. So let's just say the gutter then who can get. Sometimes where the rain can come. Because then sometimes the gutter can small. So if rain come, baby rain come, you don't say the rain boku for pass and that small gutter there. So the pressure they be too much on that gutter there, that and they able for allow all the water for pass, and they bring for overflow. So that's one thing. And sometimes they also that side they drain, not to like for say not to block a day, but still because of the water in too much. Therefore, enable for accommodate all our water there. So you see, say the first one, it can be either say the place in block, and then they make the pressure they increase, or sometimes it will stay in normal, but yet still the water too much inside the eye, we're only able for pass. So if that pressure they build up inside the eye, it cause damage to the nerve. Yes, so that's one thing. And also some other thing then back again where sometimes they we're not able to do anything about when like a normal aging process. So sometimes it can come about a normal aging process. You know, say as with the old, and so something in our body, they work, they function fine, they begin for the die. Some cells and they regenerate, some then they regenerate, some then because of time, all this function there, they be reduced.
So, I guess certain people in way likely forget thing in the, as in the category belly woman, young people or picking them.
Okay, so glaucoma, even picking self with them born young babies can get that one day. Okay, but it can be more prevalent in the older people when the age you go before. Some of them think and they come in for cause more problem to the eye.
What in the status say about glaucoma sick in the country or in the world?
So the status glaucoma now the second leading cause of blindness.
So not the first.
Now the whole world now the second. The first one na cataract, what they call jege, where they watch somebody, you see say somebody inside your eye white. Okay. So, but for now specifically, in a young blindness, irreversible. If you make somebody go blind, you need nothing again for do about that one day.
The cataract.
The glaucoma.
Okay.
So now I make with this in the leading cause of irreversible blindness. Now the whole world. But in the second cause of blindness because cataract is more common pass and what they call jege. But cataract now that jege day, we can do operation and then we'll pull them, you can see. But this one now, we see and don't make the glaucoma, we see and don't make you don't go blind, you don't blind, and then they reverse again. So now we can always the advice. It's nice for me you go and go check and know what thing they happen to the eye. Because you need to actually know anything where they go on. If that happen to you slowly, you come now, sometimes you go come away and don't late. But if you come to hospital, we still the nerve not damage it done bata, then it can they on some treatment or thing the way you will go advise you for, we go make that damage not continue for spread.
Then one the way when the eye catch, when the eye the pain, they know they ask doctor and just I drop no more way it call a normal, they say they do nothing again. Then they in danger of
yes, really. Them practice and we need to encourage them. We actually want to make people and come out from that. So then one day the way the yai can add, the yai red, and go just turn to him company and say, hey, I get this eye drop or women be the use the time when this may I be the arts, may I be the red. So you self now for take time and use or just go buy any eye drop no more because of in thing they say in yai the red, you not go to hospital for check. Then they also not danger because some of them eye drop and they get in them where can affect the nerve bad one.
If not
like steroids, steroids. So if not for you, they prescribe one for because you not go for med doctor go watch your eye. You not go see waiting at the thing where they happen, waiting at the right medicine for prescribe for you. Then they can affect your eye. If you go buy this medicine, I would get the thing. Then will also they destroy the nerve them. Then you go. Sometimes the day you go see say the eye go waiting. You go complain sometimes the pain or the redness and go less and go reduce. But meanwhile, that medicine day, or you go get the condition, the glaucoma condition, where you go down the worsen self. So now make we they say when you hear the arts, where you hear red or where anything they happen, where you know okay with na eye, you go to the right people. Go na the eye clinic. Now make all over the country now we get facilities them. We at least you go able for go see a personnel where they deal with the eye, where go able for watch you, assess you, and tell you say now this particular medicine for take, now this one you know for take. So you need to just go and go take somebody the one where they prescribe for person. It might be say no to the same condition I get. So if you do that, you can cause more harm to the eye.
Okay, continue for still to inside the program. The program they continue. Fambu, we just listened to Dr. Andrew Sano in the ophthalmology registrar na the University of Salon Teaching Hospital, and the program they continue now. They continue for look at more issues. We go inside the executive director na the Salon Road Safety Authority, James Badjo don't call on the public for pay over 650 loans for body license when official price we SLISA the charge. James Bio talked this in our interview with Radio Democracy where he talk about product and service them where the SLISA get and plan for do as well for getting to the authority in work na the country. James Bio been talk more about this to reporter Musa Kama inside this interview.
Before this time, we operation be center and then regional towns then. For example, people in the southern region where they want license pass and get for Kanabo. People that in the eastern region where they want license pass and can Kenema. People in the northwest and northeast where they want license pass and get for Kamakini. People in the northwest where they want license pass and get can local. But with this new management setting, we be deemed necessary to know if the president they say a one day services then they're very close to people there. Well, let us take them services to people then so we don't decide say for decentralized 100% all we revenue line items and the things that we do now we take at the district level.
Pricing now one way people think is expensive and forget them products are very expensive. What thing we they do for monitor on a pricing system and also for CC the right price be charged.
Over the years we don't educate the public say we get banks there. That idea for let people and they go through middleman then this not to something our best practice. So what thing they happen? Any office where they operate in this country, we get banks there where they render then service to people there. So we always only encourage the public say, where you can office so we go to the cashier or go to the system operator where they meet. Whatever services you go for, then we'll give you a pay advice. This pay advice now they indicate the service where you go for and the amount of money where you for pay.
In the provincial areas, you say when get for move and ensure say then services are reach to them people here. How far the SLRSC they go with them services here at the provincial areas then?
They already did it now. They did at district levels now. You know, go in a Kailan, you want get driver's license pass, you can Kenema. So no, this management say no. You need for the Kailan, you ensure say you license your motorcycle, you get your driver's license or your rider's license. So as I talk to you now, if you go to any of your offices then at district level, then services then already did it now.
Partnership key in anything we do do, you talk about the awareness raising for the different prices them we people pay for services them. What are the level of collaboration with other state agencies and private sector for raising awareness here?
So now make Abidima necessary for begin. Look at how we go for partner with one of the primary stakeholders that we get for do with the Motor Riders Union, where people can call the bike riders. We can only look at the fleet. 60% of that the fleet now this country make up of the bikes and most of them they come for can license. Some when they license they come for renewal. So they try for engage a leadership as to how we go able to get an MOU. This MOU we go able to work together and rally behind them. The areas that will fit in remote areas and we not even get access for kind of offices then. We already don't introduce a mobilizing unit. This mobilizing unit will get everything, all we equipment that they use will get inside motor car. We get bank day. Once we don't go out there, we ensure say we'll license them bike then we ensure say the riders then get license. So we already don't draft a MOU with the Bike Riders Union. We can sign that MOU at any time. Once we sign that MOU, we will begin implement them. Other areas like the Motor Drivers Union, then get representation of the board. When they get problem with the Drivers Union, when they get a collaboration from them, they can for can license, and most of the road safety programs then we always include them.
How you wanna implement this one way you say when I don't draft with the Bike Riders Union?
So at start, the plan is that we get for station na the regional office where they get an upgona. Yeah, they don't request to we say yes because of the challenge they can face to them middleman. Then if there's any way we can get equipment in our office to them na upgona, we are in the way for get easy access and able for license them motorcycle and for getting riders license. So yes, we think say yeah it makes sense. So now we don't begin the installation. We get for ensure say we get some of we personnel then we get for attached to them. Then in the office. Once the riders then come, then we forget their license. Without them not pass through no middleman, we will ensure say we will use a platform for me to do that payment. Once they pay, then get a license.
How does they trickle down across the country for the bike riders?
So we just want to do a pilot first up in a Freetown Western area. Let's see how it work. Then we can replicate the same at the other areas. They will say then get a huge number of membership na the office. They are in the way for tap into them thing then.
Riders license for bike. What in na the cost na SLRSA?
Then your amount of money when they pay for the bike, the motorcycle, now 650 loans we want riders license. So whosoever they take money now somebody and say for let you get riders license now 2 million or 3 million, ask that person make it bring for you receipt because to we now we system it show say for let you get a riders license now 650 loans. So any other thing like that day it come from SLRSA.
The program midday show they continue inside the program. We still get Dr. Andrew Sano inside this edition of the program, and he's still there for giving more education about the glaucoma blindness and how it can be prevented. Now, we don't talk about how person need for rush for go and take this treatment. Salon get the people and we able for treat this one.
Yes, so the people in there, the personnel in there. So we get the medical doctors them, and also we get the ophthalmic personnel them. Where you go to any of these facilities them, the eye clinics, then we're able to see you. Okay, so the constraint actually in the country now that for say the doctors as a medical doctors them for this particular condition or for the eye business now boku we not boku, but thank God we done the kind inside the field small and training done they go on. So but yet still we get trained and qualified ophthalmic personnel them where then will see any patient will go na them facilities them with eye condition, and they are well trained. They're able for pick them thing and they up. When they pick them up, if they treat them, they see say they need a referral, then we refer them directly to the doctors them, where then go able for watch them, assess them, and continue with the treatment.
So this treatment, if a person for take IDP?
Well, when you go to the facility, it will see you without consultation or anything. The only thing is when the doctor they see you, prescribe the medicine for you. when you go buy the medicine and the eye drops, now buy it, you go buy them. Not to like for say, nah, no. But maybe we'll go reach there with interventions. But for now, you buy your medication. And one thing where people then get for know is that if they don't see you, doctor don't see you, ophthalmic personnel don't see you, and don't diagnose, say you get glaucoma, you medications now you get for continued time. You need it done. So just like we somebody go get pressure where they say, hey, pressure, you need a meno, you need a well, you continue the medicine to go. So this self now so with the glaucoma treatment. So if you don't get time, continue on your medication. When you don't not even allow for making done. As say they done, you notice say they done, you go get another way, you go continue for take. But you need continuous checks at the hospital.
This glaucoma, you get in your own eye drop different from the other one that people in the use?
Yeah, it gets in medications we go in our hospital, the doctor go see you and then go prescribe them for you. Depending on how you present, then they prescribe whatever it is that you need for take for your treatment.
So like other sick them, this now by season it they come or it can happen anytime.
Well, the glaucoma sick can happen at any time. At any time. Now make like where I don't say not to something we they even notice, we they even know. So it happen, they start to happen, you don't even know. Some people them get this thing at their family. That also they work inside family. So now make if you as somebody don't notice say, oh, this me person here now my family be done blind before, or somebody now my family be done blind, mama, papa side, somebody be don't get this blindness here. You now somebody we really need for take this eye business seriously. You go and check, not to like say now this particular season here somebody glaucoma they come or not. It happen at any time. So you need regular check for the know within the status of the eye. Let you not just go blind one day like that.
Okay. Now, what's the strategy? We Salon get any strategy for preventing the one they also, or now all hospital can do the check up there also for them this kind of sick?
Well, now make as a department or as a unit, with support from the government and other bodies and partners, they try as hard as possible, just like how we don't even do, we all the districts will get eye health facilities then they. So now one way then they, and we don't they involve in other talks like this one here, and even community sensitization for me they know conditions of the eye, because even the treatment for glaucoma, the first thing one and the important one for many person even understand the condition, you counsel the patient about this particular thing. So make the information go out there. When the information go out there, people then go be aware of this condition there and really take action towards the sites.
Private medical hospital, they're part of this fate.
Yes, as a body, well, if you get a condition today for a eye, you able for reach and then other side them, you reach and the nearest facility near you, then go see you and then try for give the first aid or first advice or what so, and then they go refer you to the right channel also you for go and see the right people and the master sabi people and then for the eye business. So then go see you and then continue with your management. So we all involved.
So with this, what are the message?
So the message to Fambula na that eye business nothing more camper glaucoma nothing way you know. So we advise that you they go for regular checkup na the facilities, and what they do this when you come inside, you they see you, not only would see you but examine you. I mean, with facilities them we don't try as best as possible test and day we need for do machine then at the facility we go even test you, I go watch your eye, I go do the visual acuity, all of them thing and they for me then just able for pick up waiting at the problem where they go on with the eye. So early detection then they actually help you in glaucoma condition. When we detect an early, then we go able for prevent and for me not progress, because the sick na a progressive sick. If you left am unchecked, e dey go small. By the time you dey notice, e don catch up with you. No way, no dey again for do. So the earlier you go, even if you think say your eye no get no problem, you dey see clear, you dey see fine, you go na hospital, and then you go na this eye clinic, and then you do your test, you check them. When we go don see you, go watch you, and we go tell you, well, the eye fine, no problem, then that is okay for you. But if we detect an early, and go fine.
So last one, because this message we just hit, person they ask if person will get diabetes, get more risk.
Yes, so now a risk factor for me you get glaucoma. So diabetes, pressure patients, now people where they need for they go and do regular eye check for me because it affects every part of the body, and the eye self not on an exception.
Okay. Plenty thank you for joining today inside this edition. Fambu, you were just a January. You've been listening to Dr. Andrew Sano in ophthalmology registrar na the University of Salon Teaching Hospital, and I'll be there today for telling more about the glaucoma, blindness, and the prevention strategy. As you say, you just need to do check, and then you follow up with the prescription we then go give you. Plenty thank you to you, Dr. Andrews, for will be part of this edition.
Thank
and
you.
Hope for to get you from time to time.
I will tell myself plenty thank you for this initiative, because nothing for spreading the message to the people. Thank you very much.
Okay, plenty thank you to we listeners and viewers, and also plenty thank you to the producer Theodore Arena. And so plenty thank you to the technical person on duty with DJ Cab, so make una get to live from a different radio sets them. Fatmata Samoa make una see we live na Facebook and YouTube. So till the next edition, me will bring cancer on this one. And I'm Jaffa Man Davis, they say, have a nice day. Assalamu alaikum.